15th of January is marked as the day Nigeria honors our fallen heroes. The peak of the usually solemn event was the laying of wreath at the statue of the unknown soldier, which was performed first by President Muhammad Buhari. But beyond the laying of wreath, to commemorate the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports on other activities that shaped the day.
The Armed Forces Remembrance Day is one military ritual Mr. President takes very serious, not just as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, but also a retired Major General. If you looked closely at his face during the ceremony, you would see that feeling of nostalgia expressed by Mr. President. He knew exactly what to do at every particular time with little prompting from the protocol officers. This is a ceremony that Mr. President understands its significance, and beyond all of this has also brought to the front burner the issue of the armed forces, their challenges, the welfare of the armed forces, their fight against insurgency. The significance of this is to pay respect to the fallen heroes, those who have laid down their lives, who have been in the front line fighting to defend the sovereignty of the country and protect it against external attacks. And also we had dignitaries come here to lay wreath, the symbolic laying of wreath as a mark of respect for these fallen soldiers, from the President, the Vice President, the Chief Justice of the Federation, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Senate President was represented here, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and even a widow of a fallen soldier was also here to lay a wreath as a mark of respect for her husband and other soldiers who have died on the front line defending the country's sovereignty. Mr. President at different occasions has said that the welfare of the military and strengthening the capacity of the military is a priority for his administration, and moving forward we expect to see some of these improvements in the welfare and also the capacity of the Nigerian Army. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
At least 6 persons have been killed and 5 others injured following an attack on the convoy of the Emir of Potiskum in Yobe State, Umaru Bubara, along the Kaduna-Zaria Expressway in Kaduna State. The spokesperson of the police command in the state, DSP Yakubu Sabo, says a gunman intercepted the convoy and immediately opened fire on sighting the entourage, killing 4 aides of the Emir and 2 other passengers of a commercial bus. DSP Sabo added that the gunmen, dressed in military camouflage, also abducted an unidentified number of passengers before the arrival of security operatives. He also noted that a manhunt of the gunmen has already commenced to rescue victims and arrest the suspects. The injured, including the Emir of Potiskum, were rushed to the hospital for medical attention. Still on security, 5 aid workers abducted by Boko Haram insurgents last December have been released. According to reports, the release of the 5 abductees, 2 females and 3 males, was facilitated by the State Security Service. 2 of the abductees are staff of Alima, an international NGO, 1 from Solidarity International, 1 from International Organization on Migration, and the last one from Red Cross. The workers were kidnapped on December the 22nd after gunmen believed to be Boko Haram terrorists ambushed their vehicle between Monguno and Damaturu. It was a reconciliatory moment as Senator Hope Uzodinma was sworn in as the governor of Imo State. A national chairman of the APC, Adams Oshomole, former governor of the state, Senator Rochas Okorocha, and other party chieftains were seen beaming with smiles and congratulating Governor Uzodinma after he received his certificate of return in Abuja. The happy governor attributed his gubernatorial victory to a functionary judiciary as he thanked the people of Imo State for giving him the mandate. The proportion of Nigerian households that experienced better power supply increased to 37% in fourth quarter of last year from 36% in third quarter 2019. NBA's quarterly trend analysis of power supply in 2019 shows that the highest improvement in power supply was in first quarter and fourth quarter 2019, while the lowest supply occurred in second quarter of 2019. Further findings revealed that the highest average cumulative hours of power supply were recorded in the month of January 2019, which stood at 10.2 hours per day, whereas the month of April experienced the lowest in terms of average cumulative hours of power supply of 9.0 hours per day. This cumulative hourly average recorded in January 2019 is inadequate when compared to an ideal 24 hours of power supply, which is required for the overall progress and development of the country. And Toyota has recalled nearly 700,000 vehicles in the U.S. to fix faulty fuel pumps. The recall covers 2018 and 2019 that includes Lexus LS500, LC500, RC350, RC300, GS350, IS300, ES350, LX570, and GX460 and RX350 models. Also to be recalled are 2018 and 2019 Toyota 4Runner, Camry, Highlander, Land Cruiser, Sequoia, Sienna, Tacoma, and Tundra models. Toyota is still developing repairs. Owners will be notified by mail in mid-March this year.